Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to the channel. We are nearly done with the international break. Glory to God, because it's been a good rest. We've been talking about backstage and everything. It's nice to detach away from YouTube after a long summer, but absence makes the heart grow fonder. You know the saying, especially when you're still unbeaten. You're still doing your thing, world champions. Day 59, 1,461 day reign. You already know what it is. And we got man like Jamal / Saeed TV in the cut.
Come on.
Honored to have you back on the channel. You know what it is. I hope you like the new decorations. A lot.
Yeah. No, listen, fair play, man. You man deserve it. You did your thing. I can't lie. And yeah, man, it's one of. I do think though they could have done better with the whole badge thing, though, man. The whole badge. I don't know if it's as clean. Yeah. I think the one that they do normally is a bit more cleaner, but either way, man.
The Intercontinental one.
Yes, that's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Between me and you, I kind of agree, but for me, it's what it signifies, you know. And the fact that we got it for 4 years, I fucking love it. I respect with you, right? You're one of the few content creators that hasn't like started getting rattled over it. You're just like, you know, they're world champions.
Bro, listen. Yeah, that's it, bro. You deserve it. You beat PSG. What, you beat them, what, 3-0, was it? Like, come on, man. Like, should have been 5. Like, I can't really complain about like what Chelsea did in the summer. Like, people can say it's a glorified whatever. They said, but the teams you beat getting there, bro, it's not easy, bro. You feel me? So
now everyone was sucking off the Brazilian teams at the start of the tournament. I remember, man. Botafogo beating PSG. We got whooped by Flamengo. I think they're all unbeaten at that point.
Yeah, bro. Like even Palmeiras, they were doing decent as well. Like I thought they caused you an upset. So, but you got to beat the people in front of you, and you did. And like I said, man, that like, are you gonna actually carry on this for like 1,461 days? Like, do you think you'll get bored by? Man. That's God willing.
No, here's my thing. And I've said it on Back Again numerous times, and I've brought back all the clips and the old receipts. I just took it back to 2022 because I remember everybody danced on the grave of Chelsea Football Club when we got sanctioned. And I pulled all the clips back, dropped the nasty carefree reacts. I was like, you should have killed us. Because now I remember what everybody was like when we needed the world on our side. Now they just spat in our face. So when you're on top, you have to enjoy it. Because like what I learned is that it can just get taken from you just like that. We had the whole Roman era. I've never felt more secure with my club ever. And I didn't think we'd ever lose Roman Abramovich. You think in the peak of Roman, you don't think he's ever going to go. Then the whole ass government comes out of nowhere and just like, nah, fuck off. We're just going to take everything.
That's true, you know. That's actually true. Nah, that's fair. I can't lie to you, bro. Yeah, listen. It's one of them where, when you look at Chelsea, where they were blue, what did Garnacho say? Blue £1 billion bottle jobs and all of that. And then you get to this now and you're like, rah, man, like, nobody can chat now. You get me? And nobody can say nothing, bro. Like, we did a whole thing of back your chat is London red. Boy, man, it's definitely not red. I tell you that, man. It's blue.
I saw that, like, Turkish, you're my guy in it, but you're still bringing out this tired argument in 2020.
Yeah, I
retire from it. I am not debating about London until London does something. Go in and make
it. That's what I'm saying to you. But things with Arsenal, man, like, there's a lot of noise in it, man. You know, they're on the brink of something, but it never really happens, bro. Like, that's the problem with Arsenal. They're not really doing anything significant, but they're in there, they're competing, but they've not got over the line, bro. And Chelsea have shown that,
I call them Slater in the Royal Rumble. You're just there for a nice big moment and everything, and then you're gonna get booted out by someone in the final 4. It is what it is.
Facts, bro. You get me? You're just there. You're thinking you're gonna do a madness, and then boom, you just get kicked out, bro. So, boy, man, them man there.
It's all mad. But Saeed, I want to ask you first off.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm blessed, man. I can't complain. Yeah, man. It's been a crazy summer. International break. You feel me? We've done a lot of business. You know what I mean? And obviously, Amrit's still here. I don't know how. I don't know why, but he's still here. You get me? I don't know what they're going to do with him. But for us, we need to get back into Champions League football. I ain't going to lie to you, man. What did you do when one game a week? Like, yo, man, a lot of the fan base are already feeling the effects of one game a week, bro. You feel me?
It should be a good thing. it should really be something that you take as an advantage because you should be playing at a brazy tempo with a ton of fitness. But we had this guy. So like we had 10 players injured per week. That was our problem. And you got Amarin, which is your own problem. Obviously, you got the whole Grimsby defeat. You beat Burnley, but the rest was a bit mad. No Belabor. Horrible summer for you. But from an outgoings perspective, you guys have done your thing for the most part.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. We got rid of a lot of man.
Yeah, including...
You get me? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's what we're going to talk about today. Viva Garnacho. I mean, you can have the song if you want to, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good song. You know
if he bags at Old Trafford, we can steal that.
I forgot about that. That game there has added to the spice of that game, bro. Like him coming back because he's not left on good terms, bro. So I just hope no United.
Guy was meant to be like, he was meant to be like your future, like your hope, like when you were rebuilding the club.
I was back in the most. Like me and Rancis have a lot of arguments. I used to say, "Yo, bro, the kid's all right, man." But this is what happened, bro. When he was coming off the bench, man, he was loved at Old Trafford. When he started games, that's when everyone started to basically do a heel turn on him, bro. Because he started getting cocky, started getting arrogant. He started thinking better than what he was. He started not to pass to people. And people just started finding flaws in his game that maybe people didn't see when he was coming off the bench. You feel me, bro? Like, he would come off the bench and he'd be refreshing. When legs are tired, he just stretched the game. He'd be a nuisance. He'd be someone that could carry the ball and just... You know what I mean, bro? And score big goals. Like, let's not kid ourselves. Like, he was scoring, he was assisting in derbies. He was scoring goals. Like, he was, against Fulham, so like he was doing some stuff in for Man United. But like I said to you, when we started to and this is not his fault as well, by the way. When we started to depend on him, bro, that's when everyone started to realize he ain't really a great footballer. And that's where the issue became. We started to see a lot of his flaws when he was starting and we had to rely on him. I don't think that will be the case at Chelsea. Therefore, that's why I believe he actually might do well at your club because I don't think you lot will be staying. Yeah, I think that I've said it to Matisse. The reason why at Man United it doesn't work for a lot of times for these players because we always make them almost like they have to be the savior. They've got to be the guy that basically turns Man United fortunes around. We rely heavily on individual brilliance. Whereas with you lot, I feel like you've got a lot of talented players there. And even if, let's say, for example, Garnacho is almost like he don't play well for 45 minutes, you can take him off and bring on Gittins. You can take him off and bring on whoever. You get what I'm saying, bro? So, with Garnacho, we couldn't really do that a lot of the times. He probably was playing on more than he should do because of the fact that who's coming off the bench? He's the guy, basically. And when he does come off the bench, when he does come off, he's moody, he's there sulking, and because he realizes, really and truly, nobody's there. Like nobody. I think I'm better than Rashford. Whereas at Chelsea, he knows his level. He will know, I'm not better than João Pedro. I'm not better than Esteval. I'm not better than Cole Palmer. I'm not better than Neto. I'm not better than, you know what I'm saying? Like in that aspect.
I do wonder if he does think that though, because like the one thing that stood out to me with Garnacho, and it weren't even all in a bad sense.
Yeah,
he's got a great mentality in terms of how he constantly believes in himself and he believes he is as good as he thinks he is. And like to a point, sometimes it can get to your head in a negative aspect, but I do rate that in a player, especially when you have that much criticism against your name as well. And like I think that could work for him too. But you said something that gave me like a really good bit of hopium that I needed, and that was he was a lot better coming off the bench. And I only really see him as a bench option with us too. And it might just be a case of him maybe going back to his roots and what worked for him, because I see he's wearing the number 49 as well. Those much smaller numbers. It seems like another thing where he might just be going back to that sort of role, which I guess you're thinking might be the best way for us to utilize him.
Yeah, 100%, bro. He's definitely someone that's an impact player, bro. You get me? Like that. Listen, there'll be odd games where you're playing in the Champions League or, the games where, FA Cup or games where you should be beating a team like a Burnley or something like that at home where you're confident you can win a game with Garnacho starting. There'll be games there. You know what I mean? There's games where you could start Garnacho, but for majority of the time, if he's someone that can come off the bench and give you a different option where you're like, wow, man, Garnacho's changed the game here. Garnacho's come on and we look a bit more lively. Garnacho's ready to be a bit more fearless. He's a bit ready to take people on. He's a bit different to what you others like. And there will be a moment where your fan base will be tested. They'll be tested to be like, oh, he deserves to start more games, blah, blah, blah. He deserves to start. And that's where you've almost just got to relax and say, yo, this is what he is, and this is what he's limited to. Like, so let's keep that as that, bro. Let's not try and use him more than we should do. You feel me, broski?
Completely agree.
That's where it comes down to, and ultimately, that's where the job of Maresca is, though. He's got to speak to him. I think with Maresca, though, I feel like he's a bit more, like, you can tell he's a bit more, like, he'll put him in his place. Amrin did do that, but I still feel like he felt like he could get his way around Garnacho. Whereas with Maresca,
it never really seemed like it was going to work. As soon as you see the formations that he likes to play, he never suited it.
He never suited it, which Garnacho's a 4-3-3 type of player, bro, or a 4-2-3-1. You get me? He suits that.
I don't think he was good enough defensively to do like wing back shifts.
Nah, bro, all of that stuff, man, not good enough, man, for that, bro. Like I said, bro, if he's got Cucurella on that side, and like I said to you, he's got a stable team. You got to remember, if Palmer does what he does, Garnacho will get goals in this Chelsea team. He will. Like, I'm not saying he's a prolific goal scorer, but there are moments where you look at Garnacho, you're like, okay, cool, he's got 15 GA here. He's got this goals here.
Not even that. I just think he's off the ball. He knows where to be, and he knows goal scoring positions very well.
He does. He does know where to be in them moments. He knows where to put himself, and that's a good kind of skill to have. And I feel like he's mastered that a little bit in a sense. So if you've got better players around him, like a João Pedro and a Dilat, bro, I feel like with United, it was Højlund, Rashford. It wasn't like there wasn't a team around him to be like, yo, we're going to help you get these goals. Whereas with Chelsea, there's so much talent across Enzo Fernandez. Like, he's got like compatriots, he's got people around him that I think will raise his level a little bit. You feel me? And I think that will help him massively in terms of understanding where he's at right now. And obviously, sometimes he'll realize, yo, maybe this is a level that, I'm not even, like, you see at United, bro, he'll be the one that initiates things. Now it's a case of, right, I'm going to put the ball on a plate for you. Are you going to score? I'm going to do this for you. Are you going to deliver now? So you might see a bit more from Garnacho, but at the same time, he's still in a better environment to succeed. United, it's a case of, right, you're almost like, with the bar is low at United, is that anything that we do at United last season was like, wow, unbelievable. Whereas in Chelsea, that might be the bare minimum to be doing that. You feel me? You see what I'm saying? Like,
when we were 12th, we had the same for like João Felix's debut, and he had that first touch against Fulham. Everyone's like, wow, man. You see how he works.
All of a sudden, you're like, bang, give him a new contract. Everyone gets a bit excited, innit? So let's say the bar has been low, but we've just seen right now, look at Mbeumo and Cunha. The level is ridiculous, bro, compared to them, man, over there. So all of a sudden, you got a different outlook, man. And Mbeumo's doing things that Garnacho could ever dream of. So in that aspect, I think for me, you're gonna. I'm saying temper your expectations, but at the same time, he won't be a flop at Chelsea. I don't think he'll be a flop at Chelsea. I'll be wrong, but I think there will be some sort of success that you'll gain from with Garnacho. I believe people will look at and think, yo, you know what? We've actually utilized him quite well. And that's it. But other than that, like I said to you, I'm glad we sold him. I don't regret selling him. I don't think he was ever going to go and do anything else at United. Don't get it twisted. Like, I don't
think this was never going to work at United in terms of like getting him in this sort of like
in this system, in this team. It was never going to work at United. It was never going to work. Like, we could talk about all players always they die at Man United or whatever. But at the same time, bro, players also stick out the gaff. And he was one of them where just really and truly his ability was there. So it was here, but the hype was there. You feel me? Like, and I think for me, that's not. Yeah, I mean, the ability is there, and the hype should be mirroring that, bro. It should be go hand in hand. You know what I'm saying?
This is a very fresh perspective on Garnacho, because when we did this, I thought it was going to be like, Mount, get back. Well, give me the 10% sell-on clause to Arsenal.
You're lucky. You are lucky, man, because Fabrizio Romano has basically killed off this deal. I ain't gonna lie to you. I feel like for me, we could have got more than this, but Fabrizio just killed the deal off. It got less and less. Chelsea played with it, And they said, you know what, man, if Fabrizio Romano's going to do it, we'll just wait until the final end of the window. United really should have got
a decent deal, though.
We
like,
did.
I was saying 30 million max. You managed to get another 10 million and a 10%.
Yeah, but then at one point, Napoli were asking for 70. He didn't want to go there in January. Like, and I remember, like, I'm not going to lie to you. I think for me, like, Chelsea, if it was at the start of the window, would have paid a little bit more. If United had told him, yo, we're not going to sell you Garnacho if you don't get him by this date. If you don't sell him, if you don't buy him by this date, he'll stay at Man United. Maybe that would have been a bit more. Maybe Chelsea would have spent 50 odd million on him. But we didn't.
But I think maybe you needed the money as well from a PSR standpoint because you're also trying to get the labor at the time.
Yeah, that's the problem. So we didn't really help ourselves by also speaking out as well and saying the bomb squad and etc. But we kind of messed ourselves up in a sense. We obviously, the manager spoke about Garnacho, said he didn't want him anymore. So that also didn't help as well. Had we wanted to keep him and the manager said, yo, he's in my plans, and Chelsea knew that, maybe Chelsea would have said, you know what, we want to buy him, man. So give him us.
It was that Europa final because him and his brother started mouthing off it, and Amorim, he must have just thrown him under the bus.
Bro,
like, fuck this, I lost the Spurs, and you're talking. Nah, get out of it.
You see what I mean, bro? It's long, fam. It's long.
Fuck it out, man.
Yeah, boy.
But all in all, like, I'll be real, like that's the most optimistic perspective I've heard from a Manchester United fan. But genuinely, Said, thank you. It's been a really great analysis on Garnacho. And you guys, sorry, go for it, brother.
Now, to say, man, you get me. Like, I would say good luck, but you get me. Hopefully, he flops over there, and you get me. Like, we enjoy that every day because Yulan have been talking about Mason Mount every single day, so we will be there. 007, we will be there. You feel me? All of the hate watchers will be there, so you get me.
We will be there. We will be there, bro.
Hi, come on.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm buying away as well, man. I've got my tickets booked.
Oh, yeah, bro. Buying. I'm telling you now. Have you been buying before, by the way?
No, I was meant to, but lockdown cancelled it. We were 3-0 down on aggregate, so it's kind of a bailout. But
yeah, beautiful stadium, man. Make sure you get there early. Get into the, like, I think it's called Summit Platz. And yeah, man. And I think it'll be Oktoberfest by the time you get there as well. Yeah. Okay. Oktoberfest as well. So Munich will be buzzing when you get there, bro. So enjoy it, man. Enjoy it.
100%. You guys, I would assume everyone watching here is sub to Side TV. If you're not, first off, just smack yourself. Second of all, sub. Links in the title, links in the description. Big up to every single one of you that's locked in. International break is nearly over and all of that. I will see you guys soon. Let's hope Garnacho's a success. Up the Chelsea.